Welcome everyone, Rowdy here. This may be a little longer video than normal. It might not, I'm not sure. But it's kind of a video I've wanted to make for a little while. And it's kind of a how to make teams. I'm fairly good at making teams for events. PvP teams, difficulty 12 teams. I do okay. There's people that are way better than me, but I kind of want to take you through the thinking process of how to make a team for, let's say, D12 or PvP or something like that. So I was looking through my troops yesterday. I was bored, and you'll see I should be doing other things right now, but I didn't feel like it. And if I can find it, I was looking at Bonebiter. Just clicking on troops, going, is this useful in any way? And I only have Bonebiter at Legendary because when he was in the Glory Pool about 2 months ago, I didn't buy any of him. And I'm an idiot. So I looked on it and I go, okay, well, what does he do? Well, he does damage to an enemy. If they are undead, deal double damage. And there's a 50% chance to devour them, gain 5 life. And I'm like, wow, a 50% chance to devour, that's pretty interesting. If you can devour a troop in difficulty 12 Explorer, well, those usually have anywhere from 80 to close to 90 attack. And he's got 43. I thought, okay, well, now we've got something going on. And then I looked at his traits. Deal double skull damage versus undead. And those two, meh. I thought, well, what kingdom has a lot of undead? And then it dawned on me, it's Gul'vania. And see, this is what I was speaking of earlier. I could get another Kingdom Star by working on the Death Knight class, but that's 10 levels. That's going to take quite a while. I thought, nah, I don't feel like it. So I'm just going to keep working on this team. So I go to Gul'vania and I look at the troops and I go, okay, not undead, undead, not undead, 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 not, yes, 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 and on and on and on and on and on. And I'm looking at it going, well, odds are there's so many undead here. I'm going to probably 3 out of every 4 troops in every difficulty 12 match that I do is going to be an undead. And I've got a 50% chance of a devourer. That's not bad. So I thought, okay. So I'm going to come down here, then go back to my troops. Did I don't know if I think it refilled the team that I was using. Anyways, so I will go somewhere else. And I don't need these gobbies here. I've already shown this team in a difficulty 12. And I can just put it back in anytime I want. So I thought, well, we want Bonebiter up front then, because he's going to do double skull damage to undead. He doesn't have any skull reduction. So I thought, okay, what does every team need? Every team needs a mana generator. What am I going to use for my mana generator? And you've got plenty of options. You can use Leprechaun, which is empowered, which is very nice. But you can pretty much only cast him once, because usually you put him at the bottom and he's going to be mana blocked. And if not mana blocked, he's still 12 mana. he's kind of hard to fill. So my first thought is always, well, can I fit Thrall in here? Because Thrall only needs 6 mana, and he destroys a lot of gems. So I thought, okay, I'm going to throw in Thrall, which I did. We'll get there. As I said, this video is going to be a little bit longer than my normal video. A lot of people are probably going to either not watch it, or some people might go, oh, so that's what this dum-dum does for half his day. Alright, and I thought, okay, what do I need here? Well, I need a hero weapon. And I wrote down what I made, of course, so I don't have to search through all these. But I searched through all the weapons. And I thought, well, I'd really like something that gives even more attack to the first character. But I don't want to be boring and go with Earth's Fury. You know, everybody used Earth's Fury. And it's also mana blocked on one color. And I had started thinking about what my 4th troop was going to be. And I thought, well, let's try something really off the wall. So I went through all of these weapons, just looking and looking. And I came up with a weapon that I didn't even know I had. And most people that have it probably don't know they have it. It's called String of Teeth. Enrage an ally and give 19 attack to them. Boosted by orc allies, which I'm not going to have any. But it'll also summon an orc if you need one. I thought, that's kind of interesting. I'm going to try that. So I looked at that and I go, well, what are the upgrades? Well, 6 armor, 10 armor, 1 magic, 2 magic, 4 life, enrage myself, bleed the first enemy, give all allies 2 mana. Sounds interesting. And with that in mind, I was like, okay, to make Bonebiter useful, I'm going to have a skull converter at the bottom. So what colors are going to work? Well, we don't have brown here. So the first thing that would come to mind would be, well, let's throw Glacian in there. Well, he's a 20 mana troop, and I believe he converts red to Doomskulls. Or, yes. I thought, well, no, what troop was, what? No, I was thinking of a different troop. No, that's right. Glacian converts red to Doomskulls, and something else. King Bloodhammer would convert blue to Doomskulls. But the problem with those two is, if you don't have alignment, you just sit there. You can't cast them a lot of the time. I thought, well, who's useful for that? I thought, oh, okay. I'm not going to get as much skull damage as I could have if I was using something to convert to Doomskulls. And I thought, Keeper of Souls. He's only mana blocked on 1 color, and he can transform all gems of the chosen color to skulls. So you can pick whatever color you want to change them to skulls. It almost guarantees any chance or any turn that you're going to have a pretty good chance of getting a 4 or 5 skull match. So then I started thinking, this is kind of what should be going through everybody's head if they're trying to make a team. Okay, so we've got our guy up front that we want. We've got a mana gen. We've got a weapon that's doing what we want. And then we've got kind of, quote-unquote, our closer down here. I thought, well, let's get a banner. We definitely want purple. And it would be nice to have one of these two colors as well, so we can get him up as many times as possible. So I started looking through, and what did I find? We'll see if I can find it again. I thought, purple red. Ah, but you're taking away brown. But Keeper of Souls is not being blocked on brown, so that's okay. Because in the back of my head, I had another idea as well of, hey, what class are we going to use? I thought, let's go with Orb Weaver. You know, we'll have a Darkstorm for 4 turns for us, 4 turns for the enemy, and we also get Entangle off the start. So Bonebiter, who doesn't have any skull reduction, has time to get up, and with only a 50% chance to devour, you know, we should be able to cast him twice before their Entangle goes away, if we need to. You might only need once. You know, if you get a good Devour, well, you might not need to do anything else. Pardon me. And I thought, okay, well, let's test it. That's usually, well, obviously you want to test it, you know, because I don't, all my difficulty 12 videos on here, I don't just make it, run one trip through, and then make a video. You know, sometimes I'll run it through 5 times, 10 times, doing a complete, you know, all the way through Mythic. I thought, okay, well, I'm going to go to Gul'vania, and I'm going to try it and see how it works. And cross my fingers that the 50% is actually 50%. Oh, that's the team I showed earlier today. Now, let's see if we can find this team. I kind of forgot where I put it. I think it's down here. Isn't it? Yeah, Gobbies. Okay. So, let's look at these. Undead. And there are 0 troops in Gul'vania who are immune to Devour. Carmella, Undead, Dark Priestess. So don't try to eat Dark Priestess. So we've got our choice of Flesh Golem or Carmella, because Nosferatu has Stealthy. So now you go into the testing phase. And the thing about this team is, you can't use it in PvP, because you're not going to run across a lot of undead in PvP. You can't use it in other kingdoms. But to me, it's just a good exercise in trying to build a team, just for fun. You know, I get bored doing the same thing, and I don't care that I gave them that skull, because they're entangled, and they'll always stay entangled for at least the minimum of 1 turn. And just like that. And I also forgot to mention medals. With Thrall, whenever I have Thrall on the team, I always use 1 Medal of Anu, and I left him on Nisha medals. I probably should switch him to Season medals for 8 extra attack. So let's try to eat somebody, and preferably not somebody who's entangled, because you won't get his attack. Well, you'll get 0. Huh. Oh, my 50% worked. I like that. And I'm going to deal double damage against him, so that's what, 252. And if I had cast this before I did that, it would have given him 25 attack, and he also would have been enraged and would have killed. So I should have cast that first. I didn't. But those are the things you learn when you're testing. And his enrage will last until he actually makes an attack. So then I start looking, okay, does Keeper have a 4 match? Yes, he does, right here in brown. Oh, and of course he's got 1 HP, but he'll die the next time I cast Thrall, and that'll fill him, but unfortunately he can't devour. At least he can't devour her. So, look at that. We got another 4 match. And another 4 match. And a skull. So if I'd done that, and that was my first fight, ooh, I do need a Sir Botlet, but I've got plenty of time. So you can't base everything on not even one full 6 battle thing through here. You know, you want to kind of rule out variants a little bit. So I know he's undead. 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 He is not undead. He's human. So we're going to try to eat you. Well, there's our 50% failing. But we're using Orb Weaver. Thrall will probably get Bonebiter back up. And he did. And I'm going to try the other undead. Oh, my 50% failed again. But in the meantime, we're killing Vlad here. And we've missed 3 50% in a row now. And that kind of makes you go, really? So we'll just take a red. So when we do this, he should definitely get filled. And we'll try again. Oh, look at that. And I'm not casting String of Teeth before doing that like I should be. But those are rowdy things. It happens. So, anyways, do we have a 4 match? Oh yeah. We could match brown down there. We could match red. I think red's the best one. And a 4 match. And now let's see if we can finish him off with that. One more hit, and he's dead. So I'm not going to go through all 4 battles and the mini boss and the mythic boss. This was more like a, okay, this is my thinking as I go through trying to make a team, and I don't know, maybe that'll get some of you to start, you know, trying to do the same thing that I'm doing, and hopefully you enjoy it as much as I do. If this helped you in any way, shape, or form, throw me a like. Hey, leave some comments. What about this presentation worked? What didn't? Yeah, I'm just curious. And I thank everybody for watching, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will be here tomorrow, sometime in the morning, for World Event Teams. So, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you. Bye-bye.